Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a flip through and discuss our new writing curriculum. I kind of made a very brief mention of this curriculum, and I believe it was like an update video of what we're doing alongside the Good and the Beautiful language arts. So if you didn't see that video, you don't need to watch that first or anything, but it is mentioned in that video, so I wanted to kind of give you a better glimpse into what we're doing. So let's just get into it. Okay, so we have chosen to do, I have chosen to do Winning with Writing Level 3. This comes with 2 books. So we have the first semester and the second semester book. Now, I hadn't really heard of this before. I don't remember how I came across it, but I'm sold. My kid asks to do it in the last couple days, is excited to do it and does it and understands it well so far. So I can't really tell you this is the be all end all. We haven't been using it long enough for me to give a review on it, but I'm excited for it. Now, I just want to preface this whole thing and the last several of my videos. We are definitely going through a transition. We are in 3rd grade now, and we have pretty much only done the Good and the Beautiful up until 3rd grade. I never dabbled. We never did anything really other than the Good and the Beautiful. So when I decided that we were discontinuing that last for this year, I lost my mind a little bit. I'll just be honest. And so having to now piece through other curriculums that I really haven't had to do in 3 years is a little intimidating, and especially intimidating because we were starting everything different, everything new. And so I'm doing my best judgment here, but you have to understand that until it's in front of us, until we're doing the lessons, which I'm sure you can understand, you just don't know if it's going to work for you. And I know people say just stick with it, blah, 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 but sticking with it is one thing. If it's working and it's just here and there, like your struggle and you need to like it challenges or whatever, but it's different if it just doesn't flow with your child. If they're just not, if it's a struggle and you guys are crying and you're in tears every day, it's just not working. And it was getting to the point when I showed all this lovely curriculum that I thought it was going to be a solid year for us, and it turned out that now I'm making all these changes again because what I had wasn't working for us. So please be kind. This is a new journey for me, for her. We're trying things out to the best of our ability. We're trying to really see if it's going to work, if it's not going to work, if it has the right style, if it has the right learning methods catered to how my child learns. So with that being said, this is why I have chosen to do this writing, because I do think there's a lot of writing in the Good and the Beautiful, but it's not in every lesson, and I think that this will help slowly just build that up alongside the Good and the Beautiful to give her a very strong writing background. So I'm going to do a flip through, but I want to talk a little bit about it first. So the very first page of the book, they talk about, they designed this program to be user-friendly for both teacher and student. It is. There's no student teacher's manual. There's only these student books. So the lessons are contained in this alongside. They have an answer key. I haven't had to use it, but it's available. This does not like teach the lesson by any means. It's literally just an answer key. So it was actually fairly inexpensive. If I can find the price, I will put it somewhere here on the screen. But anyway, each lesson consists of 5 exercises. So it's labeled day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, and that would be lesson 1. So I like what they said here because this is kind of how I feel and why I chose it alongside the good and the beautiful. It says writing is very similar to other things in life. You need to have a plan and be well organized before you start. For example, you would never think of building a house without having blueprints that clearly define the layout of the house without first having a plan. Otherwise, it would be disconnected and unorganized mess. Before being prepared, before starting the actual drafting process is necessary. So when writing, we organize our writing by adhering to the following process. They have the outlining process, the drafting process, the outlining and drafting process. For some reason, I thought there was another one. There's not. So they go over these processes, but their logic is to start with some things that kind of organizes that thought process. So in that case, it kind of builds the kid up, right? Like they're learning word order, they're learning sentences, verbs and adverbs. It's not where some of the curriculums out there like teach English grammar with writing. This is really not the case. It has a little bit of grammar and a little bit of sentence structure in the beginning, and then it really goes into paragraphs and characters and stuff like that. So I'm going to flip this around. I want to do a flip through for you. You can gauge your own opinion on it at first. And then I can come back later, maybe mid-year, and kind of give you an update as to how it's going for us and my review on it. So I'm really excited about it. She's really excited about it. And that's honestly chef's kiss. Because if she's excited about something and is okay doing it, then we're good. And that's all that matters. And I like it because so far in the lessons is they kind of had a bit of both of just like circle or put an X on the answer or actually write it out. So there's a little bit of both. So it's not all like just lots of writing and overwhelming for the child. At least that's how I see it in what we've done so far. So let me turn this camera around and we can discuss both books here for you. So as you could see, it's very black and white. It has tons of extra space for them to be able to write, lots of line space and stuff like that. And it's not grammar. This is specifically writing. It does have a little bit of that in the beginning, but it's not focused or its main intent on doing grammar and writing. It's just writing. So I do plan to actively use that as our initial, maybe the first semester first. And then as it starts getting into the other stuff, I do have a few supplements. Probably not going to use them all, to be honest. I did talk about them a little bit in my other update video, but I do have the Writer's Toolbox that I can use alongside of that if we need additional help, if not necessary. And then I do have a how to write a paragraph as well. If you guys want to flip throughs on those, let me know in the comments. That is it. I hope you guys got I know there's not a lot of reviews on this curriculum, so I was really hoping to just give you that update with winning with writing. So I will have that linked down below where you could purchase it, and I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.